Hey there everyone, we're back where we started when we first beamed down to this mission, and now that the force fields are down, we can begin scanning things and getting more accurate readings. Which is why I think I didn't quite get 100% on Federation, because I didn't do some scanning in some places, like the genetic engineering room where that four-armed beast thing was. But that's something that can definitely help raise your score, is to scan unfamiliar technology with the science tricorder. And if there's a biological element to it, then you want to also scan it with the medical tricorder as well. But now we're going to move on to parts unknown. We're going to go and see what's behind door number 3 over here. So let's go that way. Get your fat Vulcan pointy-eared ass out of the way, Spock. Let's go through here and... this is unfamiliar. Let's see what we got going on here. Of course, we want to scan things with the science tricorder first, since that is the most useful tricorder. This is the life support control unit. Very helpful. Something to check out over here. Interesting. That's a lot of material right there, so you may want to read that. Can be jettisoned up out of these caves into the ecosystem of the planet. It may be that the material in the vat is dangerous, and the builders wish to protect this complex from contamination. But who are these builders, and why do they not care about the planet? Yeah, let's tell that to the Balkosian. When we go see one in the next room, we're actually going to meet one of these guys up close. There's presently no means by which to shut off this release. The control switch has been removed. Lots of ethical questions being raised here. This is some mighty interesting bathroom reading right here. But we can go ahead and we can scan the medical tricorder. We can use that here. We can see if we can get any more information from Dr. McCoy. Not much he can say at this point, but we can shut this thing off because we do have the control switch that was removed. It's this little gadget right here. Okay, no, we don't want to use that right there. We want to use it over here. The shutdown signal does not originate here, and we will find that soon as well. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to meet our first Balkosian, and we'll see what's being exactly done to their bodies once we take their body over to the medical examination room, which is through this door right here. I'm going to go ahead and scan this machine to see what it does. Internal structure hidden by force field effects, so that's a no-go. And now a little piece of food is going to come out. Let's go ahead and, since here's our little Balkosian, Mr. Caveman guy over here. He's going to have himself a bite to eat. Let's go ahead and let's scan him while he's eating, or while he's standing on one foot preparing to eat. Heightened stress and metabolic activities, eh? Well, let's see if we can't get Spock to knock him out, and we'll take him next door and examine him and see exactly what's up here. That's not exactly normal. The nerve bundle seemed quite thick, eh? Well, let's not waste any time. Let's use our little get hand, and let's pick him up and drag him over to the examination room and check out and see what's going on with him. This is going to be a very dialogue-intensive part. First of all, though, we're in a new room, this medical examination room right here, so again, we want to scan anything that we can possibly scan right here. That's supposed to be something. There we go. It's a synthesizer / replicator unit. Makes food. Nothing over here. You can tell when something is going to be relevant when the border around the icon is highlighted or in bold. Like if I was to scan this over here, it would be pretty much nothing. What's this little display right here? Nothing unusual there. And this thing, set for alien physiology. Well, let's get scanning. And Dr. McCoy wastes no time with the wee 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 noise. He gets right into his rant. Every aggression-related hormone in this guy's body is working overtime. Aha! How do you know it's random? How do you know it doesn't happen every time? Ooh, creepy. The plot thickens. I know this is not exactly interesting bathroom reading or anything, but it really behooves you to pay attention to this kind of stuff. Ahaha, so that's why we're here. And Dr. McCoy has hot sports opinions. Oh, man is the real monster, you say. Very Twilight Zone-y. Well, there's only one more place to go after this, and we'll be heading right there. This is written very Shatner-esquely right here. Just enough to make choices. Who's doing this to us? And to what purpose, Captain? Why indeed? Well, let's just leave old boy lying on the table here. We're going to run off and we're going to go back to where we made our little battery badges. So we'll leave here and we won't waste any time at all in getting to the end of this mission. We have one more place to go, one more thing to look at. Okay, you can stop making that squishy noise anytime now, Doors. That's pretty gross. So let's go through here, and this is the final room of the mission, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to save our game right here. We're just going to save over right there, and then we're going to... Let's see what this thing over here does. This is a pretty big, important looking machine. A mass storage device. Tricorder cannot tell what it holds. And this up here looks like some kind of projector. Yeah. Energy fields. Always energy fields interfering with everything. Nothing unusual there, so let's get Spock looking at this thing right here. There are two ways you can shut this thing down, I believe, and one of them is the not-so-good way. Alright. What is fascinating this time, Spock? We want to try not to get annoyed, but that looks like it's the only choice we have here. Whoa! Oh, the true feelings come out. If either of you had an ounce of logic, man, ouch. Man, ow. Friendship's getting destroyed here. This is crazy. The circuit was deliberately damaged. This would only be possible if the force field was down. More and more curious, Spock. Just get on with it. If power is interrupted rather than shut down, then it will send a signal to that effect. So that's what we want to do. We don't want to shut the thing down completely. We just want to interrupt the power signal. So there are some things we can put on here that will help us to this end. This item will not affect the repair without this unit needs. Without a readout unit in place, the bridge cable would serve no purpose. So I'm moving a little backwards here. I need to go ahead and put this chip in there to make the readout functional. More and more illogic all the time. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, we need to put this in here. Alright, you just go ahead and read slowly, game. There we go. A little bit of a system hiccup there. Nothing to worry about. Alright, so now that this is fully repaired, let's get Spock to look at it. Do you wish me to start the shutdown sequence on the generator? That would keep all the stuff from pumping into the atmosphere. There's one other thing we want to look at real quick. Let's hold off on that for now. We want to look at this right here. This is the interesting part of the machine. If power were lost to this device, all information contained within would be lost. A vast amount of data on three-dimension projection circuitry diagrams, equipment construction techniques. Pretty amazing. Yeah, let's get some of that data. And let's see what it projects, why don't we? This is going to be fairly interesting. I got mine. Bones! Robot house! Who are those handsome men? They look awfully familiar. Captain, I believe we have just been the victims of some high major-end identity theft. Alright. No way around it. None at all. That is an interesting point right there. Alright. No, don't listen to Bones. He's letting emotions rule him. You want to shut down that machine, Spock. No, we need to hold off until we get more information. We need to go ahead and we need to shut the thing down. That information would be valuable to the Federation, but we need to go ahead and shut the machine down. And that is going to end the mission for us today. Alright, that ends that. No more pheromones being pumped into their food. No more aliens interfering in their activities. We're going to beam up and we're going to see how we did on this mission. There is no trace of the bacteria or pheromone in the atmosphere. It would appear that the Balkosi are free to choose their own future, which always sounds like it's going to go a long way in getting us a good score. Yes, indeed it would. Oh god, a signal aimed at us! Duck and cover! Oh, it's just a text message. Standard messaging rates may apply. Man, whoever this is must not have T9 on their ship. What subject? What testing? We'll figure all that out later. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves right now. On screen. Alright. Yeah, that is a shame that we couldn't get all that lovely information. Couldn't get our hands on that. I've got confidence in you, Jim. And there's our 100% performance, our first one of the game. Excellent. So that gets us 4 commendation points, the absolute maximum for anything, for any mission, for any one given mission. That's it for us. So we are going to say goodbye for now, and we will return tomorrow for No Man's Land.